time when I'm like,
It's always the same thing. You ever notice like we're never ready?
No.
It's that time, even though we're not ready, but we are now. It's that time once again. It's time to check in with our friends from Blush Exotic, 9th Street downtown, the Ultimate Gentleman's Club.
Yes.
Check them out online, blushexotic.com. I always enjoy our interviews when we have guests here. My current guest is one of my favorites to interview. We have fun. And, of course, when you came in, it was the same thing as it is every time. Romi Rain in the house, by the way.
Hey.
Every time you come in, it's fun.
Thank
we're
you.
We're not even on. We don't have the headsets on yet. The camera's not rolling. We're already laughing, having a good time.
Yeah, we're talking.
It's always a good time when you're here.
That's our business.
And of course, you being who you are, I know you're always busy. I know you're always moving around. The last time you were here was about 6 months ago.
Yeah, like November, I think.
It was
right?
November-ish, and we had gotten to where the votes were closed for some awards you're up for.
Okay.
And those times have come and gone. You're giving me the sad pouty face.
Well,
so.
I still haven't won an AVN yet, but it was still, I know. Isn't that weird? I've been
Really?
nominated for Performer of the Year 2 years in a row. I have over like 20 nominations, but still haven't taken, I don't mind. Maybe I'll be like the Leo DiCaprio of AVN. I'm just like, they're like, what? I almost would rather people, though, be upset that I'm not winning than be like, oh, she got it too soon. She didn't deserve it yet. So I'd almost rather be somebody who doesn't necessarily get.
Just don't
too
be
much.
the Susan Lucci of AVN.
What's that? Oh, do you never get anything
Like,
ever?
is she,
ever?
how many years did Susan Lucci go? Like, soap opera fans will enlighten me on this, but she went like so many years without winning a daytime.
And then she finally like won like 20 years later.
She was like half a foot in the grave, and she finally won one. It's ridiculous. Just don't be Susan Lucci. Be more Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah. So, I mean, who knows? But I mean, I can't complain. You know, I have a really good career. I did win my first XBiz award this year.
See? Way to go, XBiz.
Yes, XBiz got her.
Yes.
XBiz always treats me
There
well,
you go.
too. Hey, I love AVN too. But no, I won, which is because the major awards are XBiz and AVN.
Yes.
So I won Best Three-Way Sex Scene for XBiz, which I'm actually kind of proud of because I like three-ways. I kind of think they're one of my jams. And it was for a movie that I was the star of, so I take that as a big compliment. And again, like getting all the nominations and just being seen as like a big performer is more than I like thought when I first started and could have hoped for. So I can't be one of those people that like bitches and complains. I'm not going to cry. Well, not on a camera. Maybe behind closed doors.
She won't complain that you don't send her flowers. And then again, you should anyway, though. But she won't complain if you don't.
Flowers. I like flowers instead of dick pics. That's cool.
She likes flowers. Who honestly, really, who does that? Send her
A lot
flowers.
of people. You would be
Stupid
surprised.
question. Yeah, you're probably right.
Abigail, we were just talking about awesome Abigail.
Abigail Mack, what's up, girl? How you doing? We miss you.
I see you. Well, fuck, you just made me lose my train of thought.
That happens a lot when we're here.
Damn it.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
What was I saying?
You were talking about Abigail Mack.
I was talking about Abigail, and I forgot what I was saying now. What was my last words? See, you tripped me
You
up.
mean other than the F-bomb?
I thought about her nudity.
I think it was something about losing train of thought, but we were talking about three-way scenes. You were talking about awards and such.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, we'll get back to her.
Yeah, well, she's always lingering. There's always an Abigail story waiting to happen.
She just already messed up my train of thought.
Exactly.
It's totally fine. But no, I mean, I can't complain. The career has been awesome. People know who I am, and that's a huge compliment. And yeah, I mean, hope maybe next year. Like, hopefully, that's why like every year, hopefully, is a little bit better. And we'll see what happens.
Were there high fives around after that scene? Because remember we talked about the high fives discussion.
Oh, after the three-way scene?
Yes. Were there high fives?
Well, you know, it was a pretty intense scene, so I think we were all sweating and crazy. But I think there were probably high fives.
Or it might have just been like those intense points, like.
Yeah. Well, I played the devil initiating a three-way in hell. And the boy was my sex slave, and the girl was a fallen angel. So it was a nice big shenanigans.
You have to be. I have to admit, you might be the most special demon I've ever seen.
Thank you. I try.
I don't have much of a basis for comparison, but you seem like a pretty cool devil to me.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to think some people would say that, though. Yeah, it depends. I mean, I'm very, I'm a little blunt and sarcastic and straightforward, and I like to make jokes all the time.
Which is why we get along. Hello.
Thank you. Well, speaking of Abigail again, we were just on set together, and, when you're talking to people, and, like, somebody will ask me something, and I'll respond, like, hey, Romi, can you come over here and do this? And I'm like, no. And Abigail's like, no, she's kidding. I'm like, they know, but she's like, no, it's fine. So we always joke that I'm still probably the more aggressive one, and she's a little sweeter on camera.
To to the mention of the aggressiveness, because last time you were here, you told a great story about you and Abigail. Do you have another great you and Abigail Mack story?
Oh my God.
It's not the same without a great Abigail story.
I know. Well, see, now you have to ask her like a good Romi Rain story.
I will.
She
but
probably
she's here.
would have better ones.
Because the last time you were here, she was here the week. Last time you were here, she was here the week before.
Yeah.
So she was able to tell me, make sure she tells you about the avian story with the pool. And I'm like,
Well, she was just upset because she was mad at me.
She was still mad at you.
She was still mad at me. But I mean, it was great promo.
It was fun.
I mean, I kind of like, I look at stuff that way. I'm like, what's good promotion? I mean, what's fun? What's worth talking about later? It's like, why be boring and lame? Just like with that picture I showed you of us in a crazy position. Yes,
you were showing me a picture in a crazy position. And by the way, on the subject, we were talking about being promotion whores before we started the video.
Promo whore.
We did a little fun here on Snapchat. Follow Romi on Snapchat. She's on Snapchat. We did a little promo there. You can see us hanging out, of course. And you were telling me you're one of the top 3 most followed.
Oh God, not top 3. Don't say that. I'll get in trouble. I think I'm top 10.
Top 10
from what somebody told me. And I think it's true. I'm at almost 1 million followers on Instagram. I have like 370,000 on Twitter.
And that's one of the top 10 women in the adult industry, correct?
Yeah, I think especially, I think active, if you count active girls, I think for sure, especially on Instagram. Twitter, I'm getting there, but there aren't too many girls in the industry that have over 1 million followers besides girls like Nikki Benz or Lisa Ann or Christy Mack. All awesome.
Who are all awesome.
All awesome. But like, I mean, even to be like in that kind of group is really serious to me. So that's why, again, I can't complain about like anything I get or don't get, because I can't act like my fans definitely appreciate me, and I show all my love to my fans, because again, like without them, like I wouldn't be hired if they weren't like, we want more Romi Rain porn.
And she's an awesome follow her on social media. She's a good time.
I try not to be negative. I try to be positive too. I like to show cleavage and happiness.
Those are 2 things that you can get anytime you there's no reason not to do that. Now,
beautiful things.
I have to make a very, very serious confession. I don't follow you on Snapchat.
Why?
I don't know.
You know what? Snapchat is what I got in later on. I was like, what the fuck is Snapchat? Like, I'm on so much social media.
Which a lot of people have asked before they joined Snapchat.
For real. But you know what? It's actually really easy just because it's quick. You just like press the button and like boom, boom, posted, there, done. So I feel like it's almost maybe the easiest social media, and it's almost more like tracking your day and like what you're doing. I love doing Snapchats on set or stuff like this so people can really see what's going on in your life. And I think it's even more of a personal like outlook into your life. Okay. I feel like a lot of people like just talk more, because you can post like 20 snaps in a row and it's not like crazy. You're almost supposed to do that. Whereas like Twitter or Instagram, people are like, you post too much if you post more than a few times a day. People used to say that to me on Twitter, like I think about like a year ago. People stopped doing that because now I'm really followed.
There you go.
Exactly. That's what I say. I'm like, somebody must be doing something right.
Stop complaining.
For real. Then I'm like, you know what? You don't have to follow me if you don't like what I post.
The same button that you use to hit follow is the same button you use to hit unfollow. Haters, learn something.
Yeah, and it's even just like it's always funny when people try to tell you how to use social media. Like,
it's yours. Do what you want.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's Twitter. You're supposed to be retweeting and replying. Like,
hello.
Yeah, I'm like, the more people I retweet, the more they retweet me.
And it's Romi. Why wouldn't you want to retweet Romi Rain? She has awesome stuff. You have to do that. And then follow her on Snapchat and on Instagram. Now, do you like to do Snapchat and Instagram maybe, while you're behind the scenes before you go out between shows when you're featuring? Do you do that too?
Oh yeah, I love doing Snapchat at the club. I love when girls at the club come up to me. I always ask if they want to be on my Snapchat. Like I'll like promote them out, and like my fans get really excited if they're on my Snapchat or on my social media, and I like that. I don't really see too many girls doing that. Like, not that I like pay that much attention to what everybody else is doing, but I think having somewhat of a personal feel with like your fans is a good thing. Not too much. I definitely keep a lot of my private life separate, but when I'm out there like being Romi Rain and putting on a show, like I want you to be involved. I want you to be happy and into it, and that's kind of what my shows are about too. We talked about that last time, where I'm rather be interactive with people. I was a house dancer like starting at 19, off and on 19 years before I got into porn, and I remember just in those years being told, even back then, like most guys don't care if you can scratch your head with your heel upside down on the pole. They want you to look like you're having a good time. Like you want to be there, and you're not like rolling your eyes, chewing gum, not even looking at anybody the entire time.
Right. It's about making connections with people.
Yeah, and I think especially as the feature, like if they're really trying to see, like it's almost like an appearance in a way. It's exactly. And I'm always like, if I promise you a show, I'm gonna give you a show. Like my kind kind of like assistant at Blush, Brian, who's off to the side.
Brian's the greatest, by the way. Brian is the
awesome.
greatest. He's the man.
But it's funny because he has to kind of be off to the side and like watch the stage. And I think last time I was here, he was like, you can't do that about like certain things. But like, I'm always like,
I've heard that quite a few times with Brian with different girls.
because they kind of put it on him to like tell us. Because like, he'll get in trouble.
And he doesn't want to tell you, but he has to.
Yeah. He's like, no, you can't touch that girl.
Rough job Brian has.
Yeah.
Rough job.
Like you can't, like nothing too like, too graphic. But you never know, because I mean, every show's different at like a slightly different club. But I'd rather promise somebody a show.
And you're going to see a good show from Romi Rain. Now it's Wednesday, so you got at least, 4 more chances.
Yeah.
2 shows a night at Blush Exotic, Nice Street downtown. You can check her out here, of course, hanging out with me right now on Trib Live Radio.
Woohoo.